Several wrecks, backed up traffic for miles, and some of the counties in our viewing area are not out of the woods just yet when it comes to heavy rain. Channel 3 is on storm team coverage. We have crews in all parts of the viewing area.
And we want to send out a big thank you to the utility crews and other workers who've been restoring power and clearing roads today. Our Kelly McCarthy is in Grundy County, also Natalie Potts in Whitfield, Lori Mitchell and Cameron Taylor here in Hamilton County. But we begin with a man who's been tracking that storm system for the past several days and who's been telling us this first day of March would be interesting. Here's Paul Barris.
So I guess March came in like a lion. It's supposed to go out like a lamb then. We'll see what happens at the end of the month. But as of right now, it's pretty much over with. Let's take a look at that radar and we'll show you what's happening. Almost the whole viewing area, actually the whole viewing area, you don't have to worry about any more severe weather. The severe weather is just south and east of our viewing area now. Cherokee County, just a few sprinkles left over. The Blue Ridge area, showers pretty much over with. LJ area, it's pretty much over with. Southern part of Gilmer County, still some moderate rain. Out near Pickens County, that's not in our viewing area. There's some pretty good storms still out there. But Gordon County, just a few sprinkles south of Calhoun, and most of it's out near Bartow County and down near Rome, Georgia. That is not in our viewing area. So we're going to put this into motion, show you which way that rain's moving. And again, it's pushing off towards the east. Numerous reports of hail across the area. We had the largest hail was in the western part of Marion County earlier on today. We had reports of tennis ball size hail, 2.5 inches in diameter. Can you believe that? And that's when we had some golf ball size hail later on in Jasper, and then we had some nickel size hail to dime size hail right over Hamilton County, not too far from here. Channel 3 and Bradley County had some pretty good hail too at times, and reports of hail and ping pong ball size hail just south of Calhoun out in Gordon County. So plenty of thunderstorm activity today to get us in the mood for what could be an interesting spring season as far as severe weather goes. I've got the complete details on the 7-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul, thank you.
Well, we saw hail and heavy winds and the downed trees and power lines throughout Hamilton County.
And Channel 3's Lori Mitchell kicks off tonight's team coverage with one of the hardest hit areas. Lori?
Major cleanup underway here in North Chattanooga. We're on Westwood Avenue where 2 massive trees fell. One landed in a lady's yard. The other one came crashing down onto her home. Check out this video. You can see that very large, deep-rooted tree that just toppled over onto her house. It messed up her porch, also caused a large hole in her ceiling. And check out this picture from inside her house. You can see how big that hole was. Also, the rain came pouring in. She had to get buckets to collect the water. She tells me she was home at the time. She was close by. She heard a loud noise, saw the tree coming down into her home, but she was not hurt. She was just left with a very big mess on her hands. And back out here live, a lot of family members and some friends and neighbors have come over to help with the cleanup process. They've worked to get part of that tree off her house. Also, they've covered the hole with a tarp. They're still here and they're probably going to be working late into the evening. Now, a lot of folks in this neighborhood are just getting home from work. They're assessing the damage, and a couple of neighbors came over to tell me this isn't the only house that got hit by a tree. There's actually a couple others behind this home that did no major damage, just some structural problems to the home, and again, a big mess on their hands. This lady told me she's happy to get rid of the trees. She's been wanting them to come down, not in this way, but she was afraid they were going to fall onto her house. And they did. This neighbor also is without power. We've seen crews in the area. Hopefully they'll get that restored very quickly. We want to go now to Channel 3's Kelly McCarthy. She is standing by in Grundy County, where several churches there, I understand, opened their doors recently. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Lori. That's right. We have about 6 storm shelters open in place in case anyone needed a place to go during these storms. Now, the storms are over now. They really hit the Grundy County area around 2 o'clock this afternoon. And first and foremost, people were seeing big pieces of hail cover their backyard. We got Facebook video in from some of our viewers. And aside from the hail, we saw strong gusts of winds. But I talked to the dispatch center, and they said none of those, they had some trees falling down, but no injuries, no damages to any homes. So that's some good news to report. But just as a precaution, the community in Grundy County wanted to open up 6 locations, especially for those living in mobile homes, where they could have a structurally safe place to go if these storms got really bad.
We have shelters in different places throughout the county, especially for people in mobile homes. When the winds get up and storms get strong, we want people to get out of those mobile homes and get into a shelter.
Please leave that. We can certainly replace, there's grants and money and all that, and to replace that, we cannot replace lives. So don't hang on to your valuables. Let them go. I mean, I know that's hard to say, but let them go.
And luckily, that wasn't the case for anyone here in Grundy County during this storm, but they want everyone to know in the community that in case the weather gets bad, there will always be a shelter in place for people to take cover. There's also other shelters around our viewing area in Bradley County, Hamilton County, and Meigs County, so other viewers could go to a safe place if they need to as well. I'm Kelly McCarthy reporting in Grundy County, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good to know. Good preparation there in Grundy County. Well, almost all of the schools in our viewing area closed for the day because of the severe weather.
And the ones that opened let out early in most cases. Now, as far as we know, all the schools are open tomorrow. Let's make that clear. In the meantime, Channel 3's Natalie Potts talked with school officials in Whitfield County to find out more about what goes into the decision-making process. Hello, Natalie.
Hey guys, well, some schools canceled class last night while others canceled class today or let out early today. Students at Valley Point Elementary got to enjoy a few hours of wacky day at school today before pickup. School officials say their decision to close early all comes down to student safety. The school system takes it very seriously, and their direction comes directly from the County Emergency Management Agency and the National Weather Service.
With the high winds today, buses are large, so they catch a lot of wind, and it's just more dangerous for the drivers to be out if we know there's going to be high wind. And we really don't want anybody on the roads that doesn't have to be there.
I would have rather had it last night, or at least very early this morning instead of a little bit later.
As you heard there, some parents had to scramble to change their schedules last minute, but for the most part, for the parents that we spoke to, everyone was just glad to have their kids at home safe. And it looks like they made a good call because we just got off the phone with dispatch, several down power lines and down trees across roads throughout the county, and crews are working to clear off debris and restore power right now. But for now, reporting live in North Whitfield County, Natalie Potts, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Natalie. And coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6, EPB has been preparing for these severe storms all day.
And we'll be live next with how crews manage power outages during severe storms. Stay with us.
The threat of severe weather is over for the Tennessee Valley. Maybe a few sprinkles left over, especially in North Georgia. And that's about it. Clearing skies coming up tonight, and some pretty nice weather into the weekend. More winter-like as far as temperatures go. It's all coming up on my 7-day forecast.